Week 11, it is time to talk about it, guys. One big takeaway from each of us. I start, as I always do, with Quiet Storm.
I look at what's going on in Philadelphia and say that Chip Kelly's Eagles have no identity. You don't know what you're going to get with this team from week to week. I understand that Mark Sanchez is in there for Sam Bradford, but you get bombed at home 45-17. Absolutely uncalled for play by the Eagles at this point. They can't do anything that they could even a couple seasons ago. The big plays have dried up. The team is a mess.
Was it their identity that they were smarter than everyone else?
Yeah, that was sort of the thing. Chip Kelly's outdone it. The league can't catch up to him. They've completely caught up.
Not just the loss of identity, but squabbling between a few players today. And the Philadelphia Inquirer quoted an undisclosed player after the game as saying he questioned DeMarco Murray's effort for sliding for a first down last week.
Oofa. Wes,
So
your
big-
takeaway.
A much different scenario in Carolina, where the Panthers get stronger every week. Cam Newton coming off the best back-to-back passing performance of his career. Jonathan Stewart running better than ever. Devin Funchess getting involved. And then on defense, you've got two new playmakers. You have 4 or 5 Pro Bowlers, and you've got Kirk Coleman at safety and Coney Ealy at defensive line making plays every week. Charles Johnson comes off IR boomerang next week. This team's getting stronger.
There's an insult to the Eagles coaching staff. If the Panthers can turn Kirk Coleman into a star, the Eagles are doing something wrong.
Well, the Panthers are 10-0, so we all know they're on the radar. You got to take them seriously. But how about the Kansas City Chiefs over in the AFC? There was a time where they were 1-5, and their best player on offense, Jamal Charles, had blown out his knee. Fast forward a month later, they are now 500, right in the middle of that big fat middle in the AFC playoff chase. And they just dismantled a bad Chargers team, but showed that they are much better than the lower echelon. I think they could beat anybody in that soft middle in the AFC.
Right now, I think they're the favorite to make that wild card spot. Take
That's
the last
incredible.
spot. It really
We
is.
forked them, too.
Outscored teams by almost 100 points over the last month. That's very different than the Packers, who have played very poorly over the last 3 weeks. But when push comes to shove, and it's a game that Minnesota really wants to get at home to take control of this division, the Packers stomp on them. It was like nothing happened the last 3 weeks. It's the same game we've seen for 4 or 5 years, and the North still goes through Green Bay.
It's remarkable how we were able to encapsulate the entire week. We're pretty damn good at our jobs. Check out the Around the NFL podcast 3 times a week.